You know, I just kind of want to take things back a notch and just kind of talk about why I do this, you know? Why do I keep making videos? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? That's crazy. But you know, I feel like a lot of people want to make videos for many different reasons. Shut up, Bongo Cat. Oh, I just killed the cat. Oh well, I guess we're going Bongo Catless in this. But you know, a lot of people make YouTube videos and then they get big or whatever, and then you never really know, like, why do they keep going? Okay, well, for all of them it's pretty obvious, right? Money. Money. They like the bank account. It gets big. But, you know, I can put up, like, a picture of my, of my average revenue per 1,000 viewers or something. I think it's not CPM. CPM isn't accurate. This thing called RPM is what you actually make. It's not very high. It's higher than I remember. I remember it being less than 1. So this is actually W. But you know, I'm not exactly making a living wage off of this. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. It's better than a kick in the teeth. I'm gonna be real. That's a very British saying. It's obviously better than nothing. It's obviously, like, incredibly helpful to have as a university student. But, like, it's not the reason why I do it. It's kind of just like, oh, cool. I guess I make money from this as well. I view this entirely as just a hobby. I do it for fun. I do it because I like it. I do it because I like talking about video games that I enjoy. And I usually don't... I don't get to do that, right? Because who gives a fuck? Let's be real. Who gives a fuck? But with this, I can just talk and spout my opinions, no matter how wrong they may be, which they are usually pretty wrong, but I don't care. I just want to talk about something I enjoy. Definitely help by getting to do this with lasagna, usually, because then I get to not only talk to the many people online who are faceless and just a number on my screen, but you know, I get to be there in person with a physical human being talking about it, which is very cool. And I very much like that. And you know, oh, I thought that was a dude flying there. And like, you can see this in the videos, right? It's like, why do I make the videos the way that I make them, right? Very unedited or minimal editing. It's because I don't enjoy the process of editing. So I don't do it. Because I do this for fun. And if I don't enjoy something, I'm not gonna do it as part of my video making process. Whereas with something like making thumbnails, I actually do quite like making thumbnails. Which is why I make them all myself. There was only one thumbnail I didn't make myself, and it was the 50k video. But like, I make all the thumbnails myself. And I've completely self-taught on how to do this. Using no tutorials, because when I was first starting this out, and I was like, I can make thumbnails. I didn't want to pay for Photoshop. I still don't want to pay for Photoshop. Fuck that. So I googled... I'm dead fucking serious. I googled online video editor free and clicked like the first result, and I have just been using that to this day. It's some bum ass free software that kind of sucks. I'm gonna be real, but I've just taught myself how to use it, and I think I've gotten pretty good at it. You know, I think I've gotten pretty good, personally. For someone who doesn't do graphic design at all. But anyway, I don't edit the videos because I don't like the editing, except for when I do, but that's not very common. If I only made videos when I really felt like I want to really put time and effort into this and make it cool and make it fancy, you'd see like 5 videos a year from me. And like, I have a playlist of all the videos that I've made specifically because I was like, I really want to just put a lot of time into this. Like, it's there, it exists, you can go watch it. But for the most part, I just like sitting back and just playing a video game I like, talking about the video game I like, having fun with the video game I like. And this was never, it was never like supposed to get this far. I think we can all agree that me getting this far is a little bit of an anomaly. Let's be real. How am I the second biggest ultrakill YouTuber? Genuine question. There are so many people out there who really dedicate themselves to making like the highest quality videos they can, because part of YouTube that they enjoy is editing, telling a story, making the best video they can make, which is like, hell fucking yeah, dude. And those videos, you know, because you put time and effort into them, I think it's only fair that those kinds of videos do better than mine, and oftentimes they do. It's just I have the ability, the time, the fucking stubborn bastard mindset to just keep doing this most days. That's a lie, actually. I make a video every day, or I post a video every day, but that doesn't mean that I want to do this every day. I don't. I would get burned out so fucking quickly. You have no idea. I actually don't make a video most days. It's just that... That's the wrong button. It's just that the days that I do want to make a video, right? It's like I'll have 2, 3 ideas and be like, yeah, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this and that. And I do that all in one day, and I'll get like three videos recorded. And then I'll spend like the next couple days, you know, thinking of like a title, making a thumbnail, just kind of chilling. Because, God, I couldn't do this every day. I mean, I used to, like, way back when, like, way back, like, over a year ago now. I would make a video every day after I came back from 6th form, which is, for you Americans out there, that is when you're, 17 and 18 in school. So, last 2 years of high school, I believe. Anyway, I would come home every day and make a video, just like, because I had nothing better to do at the time. And I was very much like, this is popping off, I'm just gonna keep doing it. And yeah, no, that got really tiring really quickly, and I was like, fuck this, fuck that. So now I do it like this, which I enjoy a lot more. And I think, you know, if you're wondering, like, what keeps me going, like, through the days where I'm like, this kind of stinks, because there are, because there are times where I'm like, you know, what the fuck's even the point? You know, whether that be because, the way YouTube has this set up is, like, really, really depressing and, like, designed to demoralize you. Because I guess that works to get people to make more videos that are, like, that keep attention for longer. I don't fucking know. All I'm saying is the YouTube Studio app is fucking depressing, dude. It will, like, it's depressing. But, or, you know, whether it's just, like, this community, because the Ultra community can also be incredibly depressing and annoying. But, you know, I would be lying if I said sometimes it wasn't just for the love of the game. Like, I've already mentioned, right, obviously, the money helps, right? I would be in a position where I don't need the YouTube money if I didn't have it, right? Like, I have a little thing that I do on the side to earn money, and I have, you know, student loans, and those combined, plus just savings, because I'm not a moron who spends hundreds of pounds on clothes like my brother. Elite ball knowledge if you get that. you know, I would be fine going through uni, and realistically, like, if I wasn't, I would just get a fucking job, like everyone else. But no, I'm very, very privileged to be in this spot in the first place. And I would be lying if I said, okay, this isn't like, you know, incredibly helpful, I should probably keep doing it. There's also, of course, the fact, like, what, like, I like it. So even if I'm demotivated in, like, for, like, a day or two, sooner or later I'm gonna come back around and be like, I feel like doing this again. Just because I like talking about video games that I like. If I could make videos on any game that I wanted and get the same number, or like even a similar number of views to this, I would make videos on everything. But that's, you know, that's not how it works. Which then circles back around to, like, yeah, I do it because I like it, but also it's like, if I'm making something, I'm going to want it to probably do well. Which, you know, that's not the case for every video. There are a lot of examples on my channel of me just throwing stuff up because I want to, because I like it. Like, every Balatro video, Minecraft video, 9 Salt, whatever. That's all just thrown up there because I like it and I wanted to do that. But the bulk of the majority is obviously ultrakill because it does well. And then I think you can also subdivide it. You can really tell when I make a video because I'm like, ooh, that sounds really fun, and then I make a video because I'm like, ooh, that'll probably do well. And the difference is usually, if I'm making a video because, ooh, that sounds fun, I'll be a lot more, like, positive. Whereas if I'm making a video where I'm like, oh, that'll do well, it's because negativity just is the key to the internet. I'm sorry. Like, I hate it, but it's true. Like, it is. Why do you think, like, so many titles and thumbnails and stuff on YouTube, including my own, I do this whenever I make a video for the sake of being like, oh, this will really do well. I'll usually, like, way overblow, like, oh, this thing sucks. Because, you know, saying, like, oh, this is the worst does way better than going, I feel like this could probably be mildly better because I have mixed opinions. But you see what I mean? You know? But I do think, especially, like, more in the last, maybe, like, 6 months or so, I've been making a lot more videos because I'm like, oh, that's fun, I'll do that. Instead of, oh, that'll do well. Which has been reflected in my YouTube statistics. Oh boy. Don't worry. I know it's, YouTube is telling me that it's a bad idea to keep doing it the way that I'm doing it, but I don't care, dude. Like, yeah, okay. The occasional video to, like, juice views is, like, dopamine receptors go crazy. But the most time I'm like, I'm okay making videos because it's funny or something. But then I feel like that I'm missing a very silly piece of the puzzle. And I think that is, like, the sheer absurdity of being in this position is making me be like, well, why would I change anything? Right? Like, I enjoy the way that I'm doing it now, so I'm not going to change it, because I like it. But if I do stop disliking it, or if I do start disliking it, I should say, then I think there would be, like, a little part of me who's like, well, why would you change it? You know, this is working. This has gotten you into this position. Why would you stop? Because, you know, I grew up with YouTube. I think I first started watching YouTube when I was, like, 11, which is, you know, I'm nearly 20, gang. Like, it's fucking over. But, you know, it's always been like, oh, wow, YouTube, that's so cool. I spend probably too much time on YouTube, especially throughout my school years. I would spend a unhealthy amount of time watching YouTube because I wasn't nearly as sociable as I am now, and I make fucking YouTube videos in my bedroom, dude. I'm not a very sociable person, okay? So my whole life, it's been this thing that's like, I do this a lot. I watch a lot of this. I'm very ingrained in the culture, in the wider community. And it's always been through the lens of a viewer who doesn't interact. I am that guy who watches people. I stick with them for years and years. I watch them grow from being my size, having millions of subscribers. There's a lot of examples of people that I discovered when they were my size or even smaller and now have multi-millions. I mean, Summoning Salt, Technoblade, Small Ant, I all found those when they had less than 100,000 subscribers. I think Small Ant and Summoning Salt had like 20,000. And I mean, now, you know, look at all three of those chats, it's insane, right? Like, I'm that guy, okay? But it's always been, you know, I'll never be in that position. It's fucking impossible, right? It's luck. And then I got lucky. And here I am. And I'm like, okay, this is incredibly surreal. I want to keep going. I want to see how far this will go. I want to see just what I can do. How far I can go with just my silly little dumbass making videos that belong 10 years ago on this platform, because, you know, I'm making content inspired by what I watched as a kid, which was almost 10 years ago. You know, 2016, 2017 YouTube is what I draw from. Like, almost entirely. I was like almost entirely, I would say. Okay, well, there goes all my health. Okay, and you wouldn't let me parry. So you suck, actually. Anyway. So, you know, that's where a lot of my content draws from, which I guess is also bolstered by the fact that I just don't like editing. Which is great, because those videos didn't fucking edit. God damn. But, you know, there is also a part of me who's like, and this is like, this is probably like the silliest bit. I'm just sat there like, it would be really funny to get the 100k plaque. It would be really funny. This is actually how I started my YouTube channel. Like, I initially started it as uploading, like, mid speedruns, because I was like, oh, that's fun. I'll just do that. And then when it started getting a little bit of traction, I was like, okay, why don't I keep doing this? Because it would be really funny if YouTube was forced to give me money. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be a lot of money. I was expecting it to be like, I don't know, like 2 quid. But I was like, oh, wouldn't that be really funny? And now I'm sat here in a similar position, like, wouldn't it be really funny if I got that plaque, though? Like, this is my sense of humor, okay? I just think that kind of shit's funny. So there are, like, there's a lot of things that drive me to keep going. From, like, the typical, you know, it would be cool to get more views, it would be cool to see how big I can go, to just the main one being that I like doing it, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And I mean, I haven't even mentioned, like, it's a bit of YouTube that, like, you don't see as a viewer or as a creator, right? You don't see this part of YouTube. But no matter how... Okay, no, actually, no. I was about to say, no matter how controversial, well, that is not true. But I was going to say, no matter how vocal your critics might be, there are thousands and thousands of people watching my videos, watching other ultrakill YouTube, watching anything on this platform, right? Like, for example, I'm not a big fan of Ludwig. I have many reasons for this, and I'm not gonna go into them. But I'm, I would be silly to ignore the fact that millions of people really like his videos. And really get a lot of enjoyment from watching them. And I'm like, you know what, I might not like him as a person, but I don't think his videos are like a net negative on society. So many people enjoy them, and good for them, you know what? And it's no different for my videos. Like, I think all my channel average like ratio, it's like 98.5%. It's really high. There are a lot of people who every day at 9 o'clock England time, which is when I just arbitrarily decided to start uploading my videos, like genuinely that was completely arbitrary. You know, they're there, they're waiting, they're wondering like, you know, what am I gonna do today? And they sit there and they enjoy it. And it's a bit of YouTube that you know, YouTube won't tell you, it won't show you. It's that you won't see people talk about, especially not from the viewer's perspective. And it can get really, like, lost and tuned out with just the internet being a very especially in recent years, trending towards being an incredibly just hateful and spiteful place. I mean, as I said earlier, negative emotions flourish on the internet, and people have realized this. But I think it's very nice to sit there and look at people commenting on my videos and being like, you know, I really like this. Like, I watch this with my brothers. I watch this because it makes me happy. I think you're funny, and or that. Okay, that last one sounds like I'm taking myself off a little bit. Let's calm down a little. But you know what? You get the idea, right? It's people leaving positive comments, being like, I enjoy this. I think this is cool. Or people spending hours of their time making fan art of some fucking crackpot on the internet and his girlfriend who stole a Vocaloid from 10 years ago and a fucking plate of like lasagna, dude, and then they'll make fan art of it. That's so. Do you have any idea how surreal that is? Like, I don't understand how to describe it, but it's like every piece of fan art I see, no matter how like high or low quality it. Okay, well, if it's someone who's obviously taking the piss and is like, ooh, look at me, I drew down a scribble in half a second or whatever. But you know what I mean. Right, no matter like how good you are at art, no matter how bad you might be at art, because I suck at art, don't worry. No matter how long it took you, no matter if it took you 30 minutes in Blender to make a fucking lasagna, I look at that and I'm like, someone is taking time out of their day to make something of me because they just like it that much. You know, they do what I do. They make it because they like it. Right. And then I'm sat here making videos because I like it. But then I have the extra, you know, the extra incentives, right? Like the money, the views, the numbers, you know, they don't, right? They're just making that because they just genuinely have no other reason other than love of the game. And there's just something about that. It was like holy shit, dude. How am I in this position? It's so insane. And I guess that's just, well, I suck at record writing. But yeah, that's like, I mean, that's most of my reasoning behind why I do this. There's a lot of reasons. Like, that's probably the majority of it. Just off the top of my head, I just felt like, I don't know, I just felt like sharing this because I feel like most people will look at like YouTubers and you know, it's like we're some kind of untouchable fucking deity, dude. No. No, we're not. At least I'm not. I don't think of myself like that. I'm sure like a lot of people on YouTube definitely do. Ooh, yikes. But I don't. I have always maintained that I do this because it's a hobby, because it's fun, because I'm a guy in my bedroom shitposting, dude. And I feel like that's very easy to lose, especially in modern YouTube where it's very corporate. A lot of channels are run by teams of people, completely just private equity firms, or like the videos are made like, I think the term is beastification. I think that's the real term that people use, and it's very real. And I think it's very easy to get caught up in that, and just think that like all YouTube is like this big, untouchable thing. It's like, no, I do this because it's fun, and I do this because people like it, and I do it because I like it, and I do it because I get to do it with my partner, and so many reasons, and I think that gets lost. And I wanted to be like, you know what? I want to just talk about that and just share, like, hey, this is why I do it. This is my thought process behind waking up every day and going, yeah, I'll keep doing this. Because, you know, there's nothing stopping me from just one day just going, no, I'm done. I've had enough. And I mean, that day will come. Let's be honest. It will come one day. But for now, it's not looking like anytime soon. And I plan to just keep doing this for as long as I can. And the only real reason I see myself stopping anytime in the near future is if uni becomes too much. Which it probably won't be, because these videos are, again, they're pretty low maintenance. I can just sit down and make them. So I don't see myself going anywhere anytime soon. Because for now, and for the foreseeable future, I'm still very much enjoying this. And very much enjoying this game. And this game isn't finished. And I want to stick around at the very least until it's done. Which, I mean, you know, we still have fraud, treachery, 8-S, P3, encores. You know, so much more left. There's so much more left from this game. And I want to keep enjoying it with people.